Okay, once again, good evening. Again, my my name is Slávek Lizner. I came from Prague. I am Chief Relationship Officer of the company Easy Software, and based on the feedback we had from the future engagements with PMI Germany, we were asked today to be very showcasing, specific, showing, how we really work with AI nowadays. Important thing upfront is that at Easy Software, more than 20 years, we develop project management software called Easy Redmine or Easy Project. You may know us, or at least some of you. And recently, we do a business also in AI-driven automations, automating the processes, connecting different silos in the organization. So I want to be a practical today, and for the demonstrations, I would be using naturally our own product, right? Easy Redmine will be one of the points where we will be connecting the things. But from the beginning, I wanted to say that, and that will be shown really in the second half of my presentation, that it doesn't matter, right? Because in your organizations, you have your own information systems, you have CRMs, project managements, ERPs, depends what's your business and what's your applications. But don't be worried, even when I will be showing Easy Redmine, which maybe some of you have, but probably most of you don't, it doesn't matter, it's not valid for you, and you'll really see specifically in the second half of the presentation where I will be really showing how we automate. That's it. Let's go with that. And this is the question, right? Today, and it is my case too, right? There is AI. We are probably using that daily, but nothing really much changed for us. We are still all running our socks off to be on pace, to meet the deadlines, to deliver projects, to do the reporting, communications, and around, right? So, just a quick question. I expect so, but who uses AI on a daily basis or automated workflows? And do you feel it the same? That yes, we do. We learn, we evolve, but still we are in rush. Would you agree with me? Yeah, and you're not alone. That's the thing. We were studying different researches. We have even our own researches among the clients. We are also talking a lot with Gartners, and this is it. Yeah? AI makes us more productive, a little bit less than we all thought 2 years ago, but making us more productive. But our lives are not really much better. And I can't promise you better life, but I can share with you some things which some of our clients do, and we are helping them to do that, to get rid especially of the boring, low added value type of work. And we will see some examples. All right. Before the real cases, I would touch a little how I see a little bit the status of AI today. It is subjective, my perspectives, because I'm sure that you all heard many people, probably much smarter than myself, speaking about where is AI today, where it's going to be tomorrow, how it will revolutionize everything, blah, 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 blah. Yeah? But I will share something which is a little bit related more to the tools, and I will get to some point. And then I would like to show you some real examples. And then at the end, probably we will have some time for some question answers. And I would even love when you, for example, react on what you see and maybe share something relevant to the point from your own practice. All right. How I see it with AI and project management today. First, from the conversation I have all around, you can relax. I mean, there is no moment that you would be missing out. There is no moment that AI is taking your chair, right? There is no big revolution at this point of time. It's everything is evolutionary, and the fact that you are here, that means that you are on the pace, and maybe you are a little bit in front of the peers, right? So it's okay. You can relax. Second thing, which I can definitely share with you, because we are one of the vendors in project management area, and we are also investing, money into the AI, trying to bring handful functionalities to the users of that. Everybody does that, right? Whatever you're using, if you use Atlassian, Asana, Vrike, Meisterplan from Germany, whatever, everybody is doing that. And you can see that the vendors, in some aspects, they are presenting similar things, like AI automated reporting, right? Some are introducing some more advanced functionality, but all are a little bit seeking for game changer, and it's not here. That's why I said there is no FOMO at this point of time. With my discussions, which I can have, for example, with Gartners, they released just in the
Is it only I can't hear?
Me as well. I cannot hear.
I think
I
Professor
cannot
muted
hear you
himself.
here as well.
Are we back?
Yes.
Okay, cool. All right, sorry for that. So what we see that even the analyst companies like Gartner's, they haven't come with saying, I mean, this sort of functionality, like for example, AI-driven resource allocation, which there's a lot of talks about that, is something what the vendors who want to be on the right in the Magic Quadrant has to present. It's not there yet. There's no actually saying that. I mean, that products without this or that AI features are not on the pace. So there is no redefinition of AI related to the products as well. So this is what I wanted to share, because it is also saying something that there is no real revolution at this point of time. So where we see the true potential to make to do better is do number of little improvements with the tools which are here, technologies which are very handful, available today, which allows you to connect the silos, automate a little bit the let's say low added value work, and do incremental steps into making the whole project management more productive. That's the idea, right? And adapting also the features you have, whatever Microsoft or the PM vendors or CRM vendors, they're all introducing every month something a little bit new. It's important to stay on top of it and adapting in the little steps which I was talking about. And yes, yeah, this is lame. Yeah, there is not enough AI evolution or AI adoption pyramids. I saw like dozens of those. So I decided to bring my own. Obviously, from what I saw from the first production, we are all on this, the second place from the bottom. In the mid-size field, AI features integrations, that is one thing I will be slightly touching, because I think it is by many organizations not fully utilized potential of nowadays technologies which are out there. And then talking about the real examples about AI assistance enabled workflows, that will be the examples I will be sharing with you. Okay, enough of pyramid. So what I think it is by many organizations of basically all the sizes, unused existing technology of AI is, how is this called? Retrieval-Augmented Generation. I'm talking about that we are all having our GPT, ChatGPT, or I don't know, Anthropic, or we are using all different large language models to support our work. Now, now there is available technologies how you can actually extend the general language model. I mean, no, it's not me. It's that laptop. Sorry. How to extend the large language model with your corporate data, meaning that if you interact with the AI, it has more relevant, accurate answer. You can ask actually your business, right? And typically it's done. If you look on many vendors out there on the market, they are whether they are PM vendors or knowledge-based vendors, they are having tools how to create technically vector database into which you can load your enterprise data, and then when you interact with the large language model through the vector database. So I think I have the picture like this here. So the user is actually interacting with the vector database, which is enriching the query, the question towards the large language model with your own data. There's a lot of technologies like that out there, many vendors, us included. I will show you the difference, right? Now, and this I see like not being implemented so much. The reasons for that, I think I have maybe even here. Yeah, we see the companies hesitating a little bit because, for example, they haven't implemented some knowledge management yet, right? Typically small and mid-sized organizations, or their knowledge is very fragmented, and so on and so forth. They are not sure about which technology to use because there is so much evolution in AI, right? And naturally, all the things around data privacy, sovereignty, EU, US vendors, and all that together. And this is really unused potential because really the technologies are out there. And it is actually rather simple to do that. Once you have some concentrated knowledge you can feed the AI with, it is rather simple. So let's have a look on the example like that, like in our system, right? So I am now inside of EasyRedMine, and I will show you what we will talk about. When we were talking the vector database, when we are loading our enterprise data, in our implementation, we call it collections. There is a reason why to have more collections, because maybe some data collection is sensitive, right? It's not accessible to all users. You build data collections maybe specific for, service desk teams or for finance people, etc. So, and I have here just 2 collections. And I mean, as you can see, it's rather simple. I can just feed it with materials. I can let it to crawl your intranet. I can connect, for example, Confluence, because a lot of companies have a Confluence, right? I can feed it with the projects and issues from my own systems, right? But there is important thing. For example, there's a lot of use in support, but it's good to select the good ones, right? So you don't teach the AI the rubbish ones, right? And I have here the other one where I loaded just the knowledge base, right? Which we have. It's a knowledge base, as you probably all may know. Now, and the importance of the difference. Sorry, it is demo. It's a little bit simplified, right? But I open here my knowledge assistant, which is actually extending the knowledge base functionality with the AI. Now, I can ask, if I would ask the ChatGPT directly, right? I will select here the question which is like without collection, and I would ask about GDPR anonymization. I get very expected result, which is typical for the AI, right? This little bit encyclopedic, half hallucinated, result. Yeah, naturally you can prompt, blah 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 blah. You can do that. You all know that. Now, if I would be asking the same thing, but I will use my extended model with my processes, where typically there is some description how to do what to do, and I ask the same GDPR anonymization. So that thing, what happened on this, picture really happened. It found something, extended that, and send it to the AI. The AI processes and send me that back. In this case, it is pretty much showing me what I have in the knowledge base, because in this demo I have just 2 articles about GDPR, but the AI is great in that when you have a number of resources related to your topic, which you're questioning, that it can be processed smartly and summarized nicely, and so on and so forth. So this is what I wanted to bring to your attention, because I believe that the technology is mature enough that think like extending the language models with your own data to be more productive is great. Now, I will be using models, AI models, in my further demonstrations, right? And the difference is that I would be prompting ChatGPT, because in our system now I have it connected to ChatGPT, right? But what if I have it connected to such an extended one? Yeah, how differently and smartly it can work. Because for me, asking ChatGPT directly or asking it through, this, extended language model is basically the same from certain perspective. You just need API for that. So with this, I'm closing the topic about Retrieval-Augmented Generation. Just wanted to bring the topic. As you can see, it is achievable, and I'm sure if you, for example, you are project managers, if you look on your vendor of project management you are using, they would allow you to do something like that. I'm pretty sure. Now, what I wanted to do after this one. Yeah, there are like features which like basically every PM software do today. I think I have it somewhere here. Yeah. Some AI generated reports, right? Reporting in different industries, they have different forms and so on and so forth. It's project management can differ a lot industry to industry, you know that. Some reporting is important, right? And actually that is one of the things large language models are good at. If you feed it with the data, they can do good reporting with the right prompting. And yes, the message here is not, hooray, let's go buy use Redman. The thing is that whatever tool you have, you can build it yourself, and specifically, because maybe you don't like however, they click the button, give me report works, you need different structure maybe, right? And you can do it. And that's what we will be talking about. What I wanted to show more from such a thing. And with this, with this, I think I wanted, yeah, yeah, that's actually what I wanted to say. And I said it already. I want to be, you know, dramatic, like, okay, nice, but we have different system. We don't have Ethernet, but we need different reports, and we don't have this and we don't have that, right? And you know that my smart talk was about to tell you, okay, you are right with your buts, right? But you can do it anyway with automated. If you start working on automated processes, if you work with automated workflows, and that's what I was asked to bring in front of you. Right. So some examples. Very traditional one. The silos between business and delivery, whatever, if it is project teams or maybe some service desk teams. Yeah? Business sells something, and there are procedures how to transfer the data, the information about what was sold to the project managers rather than planning all the projects. Sometimes it's very painful. It doesn't work. You know, sales guys. No. So typically we talk 100 times about that with our clients. You know, I would like this. I mean, the guys in Salesforce, they have everything. Why they just give it to me, right? But I am project manager. I don't have access to the Salesforce, right? Because it's expensive. I don't have the license. Typical situation in zillion of organizations. So, I mean, it's not like that's really in Israel mind, because we also propose the CRM as a part of the platform. But let's imagine that this is Salesforce, right? There is some information system. There are some business opportunities. I will just open some business opportunity, whatever. And there are information, right? I mean, the opportunity has some calculation. So I see actually what exact items were sold. That is the journal of information in the past. That is the account, you know, the client data connected to that, and to that are connected people, you know, because salespeople needs to report and needs to have the evidence. It's they are very tough in that. So yeah, there is information about the client, about the people there, and all that. So they have it. So, and they succeed, they sell the business. And now what I would like to do is that, because maybe I sold something standardized to a certain level, right? So I would like that template in my project management, because every project management have the templates right now. The right templates would be selected, right? The data transformed, and it appears in my project management system. And yes, it does. It's this one. So what happened on the background? It's very simple. The CRM system sends a webhook while the business is closed. If you are using any type of modern CRM, there are webhooks on that. I'm sure about that. By the way, you would be able to check it at the end of this session. Now, with this webhook, I mean, let me show you. It's just a really dummy example, okay? It would be more difficult in the real world. Now there's the different instance. So what happened in the automation tool, right? Again, simple. So I have the webhook here. Webhook was fired automatically when the guy pressed solve button. Yeah, every CRM has it. Then the another node was just collecting more data. In the real world, there will be a little bit few more nodes like that, because I would be asking all the details from the account, people, you know, digging the data from the CRM system. In the other step, I put it to AI with some little bit of prompting to give me some summary of data. Yeah, I did it because I wanted to show you the result without making some difficult entries into the project management system. Now, then I questioned different system, the PM, and asked for the templates. Now, typically, if I would be doing the study, now there will be another AI guessing which template to use, but maybe we can skip that. So then I just created a project from the template, right? And because I was not able to give it the right name, then I rename it at the end of the day and add the description. So voila, here is the project. It is fully planned. I have the VBS here, right? I have the Gantt chart here. That all comes from the template, right? I think it's clear, right? All the other things like budgets pre-configured are coming from the template, etc. And on the dashboard, right, instead of putting the things in the right place, I just put this little simple description, which is based on the data from the CRM run through the AI, right? So as you can see, it's not such a big deal. You are working with API of two different systems and using AI. Now, maybe you're asking, what is that? That is an n8n integration platform. I told you that next to doing business in project management software for 20 years, recently we are focused on AI-driven automations and integrations. And part of that, why we decided to do so, is this platform. So now we have, we are all certified on that, and we are certain part of, approved, approved workflow makers and so on and so forth. So we are using this, delivering that. By the way, how this happened? For years, we had these integration discussions with our clients. They were asking, yeah, what if we can take this, let's take this example, right? And we were about to quote them, or we were about to say, we don't do that because we can modify our software, right? So you need some integrator who does the other part. Or if he said, okay, we will do the other part, it was expensive because somewhere in the middle was some code which needs to be maintained. And if that is upgraded or that is upgraded, it was even not only costly to create, it was costly to maintain. And then things started to change, right? I mean, the Zapier came, or Integromat, it's European one. I think it's even German now, Integromat. And they start to make this a little bit easier. But then n8n put it on absolutely different level. I'm a business guy, and actually I am delivering AI-driven automations and integrations in the area of sales and customer experience, because my experience in sales and customer experience nominates me much better to do so than being an engineer, right? This is it. Even that there is a code there, which is formatting something. Bloody AI writes me that. A stupid copilot, which I have for free, writes me that just easily. All right, one example. I'm trying to bring the thought about, I mean, you can do this tomorrow. And you will find it's not that you need to give a little bit of attention to that, do that. And it's okay if somebody helps you a little, yes, and that's why I'm here. I mean, but let's focus on more examples. I have this one. Okay, I generated this project, right? Where I was. I generated this Jazzy something implementation. And in my VBS, I see a task that we need to start with everybody shall sign SLA. Yeah, but I need to make sure I am the member of the project. Sorry, I will put myself as a member of the project. Yeah. Otherwise, it would not work. So back on task. And I guess for many of you, paperwork is a subject which maybe takes some time and it can be a little bit automated. Another example, I can fire automation in our system directly from the task, and it is contextual. That's the important thing. So I fired that. So what happened? Let's just show it each other. Geez, sorry. Again, you can see it's a rather simple start. I started the webhook, and this is a request. This is the question to the project management software to give me the members of the project, because in the webhook I got the contextual data already. I click it on a task. The task is part of the project. I have the data already, so I can ask what are the members. Then for each member here, I will just filter out the groups and get the details of each person and fire them email. So I fire them email. This is the email, very simple. I did it for demo, right? So some integration tool asked me to fill some form. So I shall fill the form, because otherwise some assistant would be asking everyone for the details and then filling the NDAs and saying blah, blah, blah. So I will fill the form. Rock 0000. So now what happened? There's another part of the workflow waiting for this one. And that would be this one. That was the form. That was the form, okay? I just sent a link for that, and I hide the information about the task identification and the user identification, right? So then I add some code to get the right date. I got the email of the person. Then in this one, I got the template for the NDA. I use this smart node to generate to fill it out. Then I save it on the task, and also I send the email with the filled NDA to the person. So I can see in the task now. Let me check. Let me check. Is it the one? I don't see actually the. Is it the one? I actually don't see the. I broke. Something is broken. General effect during presentation must be. So, so what supposed to happen that it is saved on the task. So the project manager has all the NDAs there, and the member, whether it is external, if this client, supplier, etc., has the NDA. So saving time like that. So why I'm showing these examples, because we always think about when you find when you are searching for the place where you can improve the productivity through the automations, there is something which is triggering that. It can be form, which is part of your project documentation, some entry point which makes something. It can be this webhook in your organization, which is about some data, right? It can be email from the external person, because again, it can be triggered. If it meets some condition, something can happen, right? So there are a number of things how you can initiate a process automation. If you find that, then you can keep going, store the data, inform the others. By the way, communication is one of the nice things which these automation tools are good for, because it's easy to connect them to the emails, but also, for example, Teams, right? So I have here, let's say, by the way, these buttons are conditional, right? This NDA appears here because I have the sign word in the name of the task, right? So it doesn't bother all the others. And the kind reminder is that because this task is after the due date. So simple thing, communication. Yeah, I find something after the kind reminder. You know, there are people making jokes about kind reminder. That's like French word in among the office people. But yeah, I can press kind reminder, and again, I can get some notification. Haven't come yet. Come Teams or whatever. All right. You can even go further with this Teams. Right. Let me. I'm sure number of you have Teams, right? I can make the Teams a endpoint which can initiate something and retrieve something. Come on, Bert. I just tried that before the presentation. Can you please? Don't mind. Because I may be on disturb. That's maybe it. Now I will change my status to available, and I try it again. You love these situations, right? I was sitting right there, chatting with the AI agent. Oh, mine.
Your AI agent is integrated in the chat or in the
Yeah,
Copilot?
it can be. It can be.
We are using Copilot to talk with our agent.
So you have agent.
Yeah, we have agent under Copilot.
Oh, cool.
We can talk with.
Oh, cool. That's cool. That's cool. Actually, I mean, the endpoint really doesn't matter. The endpoint really doesn't matter. This tool, which I was introducing for the automation n8n, it has its own chat. You just displace the chat node with the Teams node, and that's it. Important thing. Important thing in building the workflows. When I was showing you this simple first case with the AI here. Yeah. Naturally, having agent which is connected to other assistants and even making smart decisions for us is, let's say, certain level of really building, the smart workflows. But there might be need of a human, right? So this also offers. Let me human in the loop. Is it like that? No. Anyhow, it offers that there is a node which actually, for example, sends you a message to the Teams with the button yes, no. You can imagine for approvals. It can send you an email with a little form, which can be, again, for approval, fulfill, for example, the missing data for the decision, etc. And the workflow waits for the answer. It can configure all that. So it's also important element because the human is still important element in the process, right? So if I cannot have the agent here, I can have a human here who fills me up, make the decision, etc. Human in the loop, yes. You know n8n, right? You know n8n, or you just yeah, super. So that's what is possible. What do I have here more for showing up? Either project. Let me check if I have my now dear AI project assistant in Teams. That didn't work. Kind reminder, and there are many others, right? Just for your information, I arrived a little bit earlier, and I thought that you would be sleeping already in this moment. So I wanted to cheer you up a little. So I wrote like 3 notes. It's lame, right? 3 notes. 3 notes workflow. If you use this, if you use this form, it will take you to. Sorry. If you scan this QR code, it takes you to a very simple form. If you fill there your email, then and put there what are your information systems, it will tell you what is their automation and AI capabilities already. I mean, it's super simple, but I thought it maybe wakes you up a little, and you can see, I mean, that's, you know, the interactions, how you can start them, and how you can get something out of it, and that's the whole point. But the thing, again, back to the beginning, right? And this is, we are heading the summary and end of my presentation. If you look on easyredmine.com, you would find all our assistants, you know, how we can create project from your document, how we do different things. And we have a lot of features, you know, built in where the application is context and there is a language model. And yes, there is the retrieval-augmented questions, etc. But the point is, this is some of our built-in features, and you have different software with a lot of different built-in features. Definitely use what the providers gives you, but if you need something else, you can do and buy that. You can and build that. And yes, the first steps are not super easy. I could confirm you need to take a path to do really something, you know, complex. Yeah. And also, that's one of the things which we do for the organization. We can help you start the path with this one. So, as my total ending is, we were on the beginning asking if we have better lives. No, we don't. But there is no FOMO. I mean, the AI is not replacing us, but somebody who is better with AI may do that, right? And that is a little thing which I was suggesting you in this presentation, that if you see a little shift in what is project management role, then that part of the project management role maybe is that you are orchestrating also these little assistants, you know, which makes your project management office more productive. That's becoming part of that. That's the evolution, that you are orchestrators of the productivity through the AI agents and AI assistants and the workflows automated, because sometimes just the data exchange is the core. And that's it. No revolution, evolution. Don't get leap over. And start simple. Start simple. I mean, you always can tell what's, you know, taking the most of the time, can be automated. You know your job. Start simple and make first one. And if you do it now, then you are a winner. That's it. And at the end, you probably get the slide. I will not go through that. So for you, I just, you know, prepare these kind of slides, which can give you the ideas, how to communicate better, how to notify better, how get the project digest every morning, how to whatever of these things. But this I'll leave for your self-study. Once again, my name is Slávek Lizner. I'm from Easy Software. We do project management and automation business. I'm here till the evening. Reach me. I would like to exchange a business card with you and you know, enter any type of discussion. That's it. Thank you.
Maybe you stopped the presentation, that we have the room video again.